Hi, everybody. It's Amy and Luca again.
Well, last time I wasn't here because I was sick.
That's
And the
true.
last time I was in here, I think.
So today we are going to continue the story we started last time, which is Alice in Wonderland. Today's chapter is going to be about the rabbit. And it's an exciting chapter, so we hope you enjoy it.
We have read this book like one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The title's name is Rabbit Sends in Bill. The Rabbit Sends in Bill.
Don't lean on me, please. Thank you. Alice wasn't alone for long. Just a few minutes later, the white rabbit came trotting along, still muttering to himself. "The Duchess," he fretted. "Oh, my dear paws! Oh, my fur and whiskers! Where can I have dropped them?" Alice guessed that he was looking for the fan and gloves. She started looking for them, but they were nowhere to be found. In fact, everything had changed since she had been in the pool of tears. She was standing in front of a little house with a nameplate that said, W. Rabbit. As soon as the white rabbit noticed Alice, he asked her to go into the house and fetch a fan and a pair of gloves. Alice did as he asked and found the fan and gloves on a table. But just as she was about to leave, she noticed something peculiar. The house seemed to be getting smaller and smaller. Actually, Alice was getting bigger. Soon she was so big that she had to crouch down to keep from getting squashed. A minute later, she had to lie down and put her arms out of the windows and one leg up through the chimney.
Oh, no.
The white rabbit stomped up to the house. He was very cross that Alice was stuck inside. There was no room to get in the door because Alice's knee was in the hallway. He tried to climb in through the window, but that didn't work either, as he kept falling down. At last he called his gardener, Pat, to help him try and get Alice out. Pat fetched 2 ladders and a lizard called Bill, whom he ordered around. Pat and Bill tied the ladders together and tried to get to the top window. Meanwhile, a group of animals had gathered to gawk at the giant stuck in the white rabbit's house. Alice didn't like being gawked at and liked it even less when the white rabbit suggested burning the house down. "If you do," Alice called, "I'll set Dinah on you."
What's
To her, Dinah is her animal. To herself, she thought, if they had any sense, they'd just take the roof off. But the roof stayed on, and Alice heard the white rabbit say, "A barrelful will do to begin with." A barrelful of what? Alice wondered.
What's a barrelful?
She got her answer a moment later when she was pelted with some pebbles that were being thrown by the animals. Some of them hit her in the face, and as they did, they turned into tiny cakes. She swallowed one and was delighted to find that she began to shrink at once. She ate more and more of the tiny cakes until she was small enough to get through the door. Then she made her escape. A barrelful is a container that will help her get out. Advice from a caterpillar. Alice soon found herself in a thick wood. She was quite tiny by this time, and she wanted to get back to her normal size again. "I probably have to eat or drink something," she thought. But what? She couldn't see any cakes or anything to drink, but a very large mushroom was growing nearby. As she got closer, she saw a blue caterpillar sitting on the top, smoking a curly water pipe. "Who are you?" asked the caterpillar. "I'm not really sure," Alice replied. "So many strange things have happened, and I can't seem to stay the same size for very long." "Well, what size would you like to be?" asked the caterpillar. "A bit larger than I am now," said Alice. 3 inches is a terrible height." 3 inches is a very good height indeed," said the caterpillar, drawing himself up to his full height, which was exactly 3 inches tall. "I'm sorry," said Alice. "I didn't mean to offend you." The caterpillar took a puff of his water pipe and yawned. "One side will make you grow taller," he told Alice, "and the other side will make you shrink shorter." "One side of what?" Alice wondered to herself. "Of the mushroom," the caterpillar replied, just as if Alice had said the words aloud. And then he vanished. Hi, Cutty. Thank you for listening.
Cool.
Alice looked at the mushrooms, wondering which side was which. "I'll have to try and see," she thought. She stretched her arms around the mushroom and broke off a piece from each side. She nibbled a little of the right-hand piece first. Zip! She shrank so suddenly that her chin hit her foot.
Ow.
There was barely enough room to open her mouth, but Alice managed to swallow some of the left-hand bit of the mushroom, and this made her grow so tall that her head was in the treetops. Her neck was so long and bendy that a pigeon, who had been sitting on her nest, flapped her wings and shrieked, "Serpent!" at Alice. The pigeon was terrified that Alice was going to steal the eggs from her nest. It took Alice a long time to convince the pigeon that she was just a little girl and the eggs were perfectly safe. Once the pigeon had settled down again, Alice carefully nibbled a bit of each piece of the mushroom until she was finally back to her normal height. "I've been so many different sizes," she said to herself, "that it feels a bit strange to be my right size again." But she didn't stay her right size for long, for she wandered through the wood. Alice came upon a tiny house just 4 feet high. She wanted to go in, but of course she was too big. So she nibbled at the right-hand piece of the mushroom until she had shrunk down to 9 inches, just the right size.
Cool picture. Oh, guys.
So next time we meet, we're going to continue from the chapter called
Pig and Peeper.
And Pepper. That's right.
Oh, Pig and Pepper.
So we hope you enjoyed our story today.
And thank you, Petronella, for watching.
And Kati as well. And we hope everyone enjoys our story. Take care. See you next time. Bye.